Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. All right, let's get started. So I want to show you, I'm not going to do this card, but let's see. Okay, that's the paper. That's the paper too. I don't know where my thing is. Oh, that's good. All right, forget I even did that. I did a Gail. It's here somewhere. Let's just start stamping. I can't take it. I did a whatchamacallit, Joseph's coat technique. So I wanted to show you that my background actually matches this paper, but it's somewhere. So this is the card I'm not doing. And I could do it at a different time if you want it. You just have to let me know. I crack myself up. I'm glad I do. Entertaining, huh? Okay, so this is the card that I'm making. So I did pull in, because you know when I showed everything, I said how I love the joy dies. So I did bring them in, and I used the Winter Snowflake embossing folder a few times. They warp the thin ones. So there's my scrap paper. So I've already got some balmy blue put through it. And really it's basically just putting this together. The only thing I have to stamp is the words. And I did them in Misty Moonlight. So we'll get them ready. And that also came from Peace and Joy. So let's stamp them. We'll go this direction because all I did was cut them out. And we'll have them ready to go. So simple, simple. I just left a border around them. Now remember, if I get out of camera, you have to punch me because I don't see you shouting. So I just left a small border, and I hope they don't get lost. But you'll see one of the things what I did, because I knew I was gonna lose it if I didn't do that. Okay, so that is ready. These can go on the floor. So let's just put it together, because really that's all that's left of it. I like my simple things. And we can even put it right onto the card. Thank you, Fran. Oh, I love the dies. They even, let me see if I have one here. I ended up not using it, but I would say if you were going to put it like onto something like this, then, well, this is probably not the right color, but you would want to do, yeah, that's what I did. I didn't want to lose the eye, so I pre-glued that one. I said, I know that's not going to stay. So, and there's a, so you can see the difference. If I take that off, it kind of gets lost. So that third piece will be great when you're doing it on something busy dizzy. Yeah. So I cut them out like in a few colors to see what I was going to do, but I ended up not using them. Okay, so to put these on, I used my zig. It just was a little bit easier. I forgot to even pull out, I got the sticker paper. I did use the other one though to mount. So this is going to go right here. Oop, I didn't put enough or it dried already. Or I didn't hold it down long enough. It's good. No, it's not. They have like groove in it, like when you cut it. So you do have to get a little bit more than you think. Okay, so that's going to go right there. But to the back of it, we're going to use this because there is more space. And with the texture, I don't know how the other will hold. So that's going to go there. And then I pre-cut these out of that pretty balmy blue glitter paper. Okay. Oops. I didn't poke them all out. So this I just did like where it's like thicker. And just a little drop on each tip. I was going to search for my other tweezers today and that never happened. After I made my cards, I was going to do even some more cards, but then I just kind of fell into my computer doing some other stuff. You know how that goes. I said, all right, I've had enough. So you can either leave them or get rid of them, but I like the look of them out for this particular. And then that. And then the last one, I really could use the tweezer for those little papers. It's on my list. Search for my pointy. Okay, so we've got that one. Whoops. Sometimes it's easier to just turn it over and rub glue. Okay, and then the last two. So Mary. And Bright. And then we could add a couple, let's see where I put them. We could add a few of those. No. So there's that. And there's the original. Okay, so we've got them. Maybe that other thing will show up. I don't know. Okay, so here's the next card. So what I did with these, don't stick in there. Oh, good, it didn't rip. Okay, so when you go to use this, the first time I didn't do it. I just lifted the piece and stuck it in. The best way to do it is take your die, cut a piece of paper, and then put that onto the thing and cut so that you have that to put it through with the die on top. And then it just comes right out. So now when I'm ready to use it, I just have to peel that back off, and that whole thing is going to be dimensional. So I first cut it out with the die, then I put it through the folder. So let's put this on to, this is this is the Seaside Spray, and they all kind of go together. And then a little bit in the middle. So now we've got that blue showing through the snowflake. Okay, then we can take that paper off and fit that in. So they're all gonna like layer together. And then this one, we're gonna glue on top of that. Okay, so you know what? Can I put this down yet? Not yet. Oh yeah, I did. I cut this. The other one I had to do separate. Okay. So we can glue this down onto the backing. Well, I'm going to have to trim that. It's got a little bit of a edge there. Okay, so we'll set that. Oh, I forgot one important thing too. I think I can do it without messing it up. I used the white ink. Oh, and save these because you can use this for like raising other things. And you can just, where the paper is stuck, just use glue. So I just kind of, am I in the camera? Yeah. I just kind of, to brighten it up, but do this before you put it together. Before you put your snowflake. But if you forget, it still works. It just lets you see the snowflakes a little better. Okay. So then we're going to take the Misty Moonlight again. And we're going to stamp. Did I do that to the side? No, I did it right in the middle. I think the other one is to the side. Okay, and then, hi Sean. I have to like duck to see who's here. And then this is gonna go right there, kinda, sorta. Move over. And then we're going to put that right in the center. So there's that one. There's the first one. Okay. So now I got a little crazy. So I'm just changing color. Oops, please don't rip. Okay. So the first one I did pinks. This one I'm going to do in purples. So I took a piece of vellum and put that through the folder. Balmy blue. So we're going to take this, and you're never going to see any of this glue. So I just put it in the center of a bunch of the snowflakes. And this is cut the same size, 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, and then before I do that, we're going to put a bow on it. So this is also with that bundle, and it's, what's it called? German. Snowflake Splendor ribbon. How original. All right. So we're going to tie a bow. I like non-traditional too, but that's because I'm Jewish. Oh, go through, please. I missed. That's all right. It took me three tries when I was doing it the first time too. But I think I went around the other way, and that's what made it straight. I think. I got it. Yeah, baby. I just got it. Kinda. I just want to pull you out a little bit more. Oh, from under. Alright, so that kept it straighter, although I did leave like a big space. But that's alright. So I want it about in the middle. So we're going to take a glue dot, which is now hidden by my keyboard. So we're going to put that down there, and then we're going to tighten this up a little bit. Under, Gail. Under. All right. And then we're going to, that really needs to come over the top. In my next life, I'm going to have feeling in my fingers. Okay. So I'm going to put another one to like hold that. And trim. Whew. All right, so I did the same thing with that. So now you can hang on to this. You can save this piece, because when you put it through the machine, you want to save the piece that you peeled off to put that through, so that whatever's hanging out isn't going to stick, and it kind of sticks anyway, but that helps. So that's going to go there. We're going to put this joy onto it. That's mighty thin. So we're going to go ahead and use this. And if you have your little mat, it's a lot easier than putting glue on your paper and everything sticking to it. But that's what happens when you don't put, oops, that's supposed to come out. That's betterer. So then that's going to go right onto that. Look how pretty that looks. And that can go right there. Okay, then for these, I believe I'm missing one. Oh no, it's right here. Oof. Okay, so this is going to go by itself. Just a little bit of glue. So that's going to go in the corner. You know what? Let me put it to the card base. Because once you have the ribbon tied, you can put everything else together. And I do want one more under there. I should have pulled it before. It's okay. That's what happens when your hands are sticky. All right, we're going to use this. My next time I use these, I'm going to be using the, I don't know what they're calling it, sticky sheets. I don't know. Adhesive sheets, I bet. All right, let's put that. Oh, go ahead, use the same finger that's all gluey. Okay. All right, so then with these, we're going to make like a double layer. So we're going to take some glue on this one. And then you're just going to offset it a little bit. And I know the pink really stood out more, but I kind of like this subtle. Stay. Okay, this one goes down by itself. And then this one we're going to do the same as we did to the other one. You know what, I wonder how it's going to look with, because I'm putting the thing on it anyway. And then we're going to offset this just a hair. Okay, then we're going to take a little bit of sparkles and paint that up. And for the other one, I did use these, but that's not going to go, well, maybe this one will. Yeah, the other side will. Because these look blue and purple. Oh, how pretty. Yeah. Do I want a small one on that? So there that is. Pretty, pretty. It's all sparkly. All right, so that was the two different, I love the purples. Okay. So for the last one, are you ready? Ta-da! Is he not gorgeous? Remember I said I have to play with him. Well, I absolutely did. So I will show you how to color him up. And I'll show you also, I'm not going to do it with the blends, but I'll show you how you would. Okay. So this, of course, is this die right here. So when it comes out, it looks like that. You just have to poke out a few of these little holes. Now in the catalog they show you a shaker card, which is also simple. Okay, so what I did, this is 4.5 by 3.5 or 3.25. I think it's 3.25. So that's going to cover up that whole thing there. So I kind of put it over, and then I took a pencil and made a dot. Then I took my stamp and hopefully he's in the middle. Oh, let's do that again. I like to do it better upside down. You get better coverage. All right, now let's hope he's in the middle. I think he is. Thanks, Diane. Better. All right, so let's get this out of the way. Let me move a few things because we still have to stamp this while that's drying a little bit. So these little cases, I ordered these, whatchamacallit, HSN, these 2 little carts. So one of them I'm using for my nail business, and the other one I have like these in and something else. But these came with the bundle, like these carts like can roll under your desk or whatever. So this was part of the bundle, but it's, I got a glue dot stuck on there, but it's totally Tiffany. Somebody else had asked me, so I figured I would say where they were from, but they're pretty cool. It comes with like 4 boxes. I don't know how it's sold separately, but okay, so I have this stamp and pool party, even though this is Coastal Cabana, because it comes up dark enough. And then I just went all over. Like that. And if you need to go back to a spot here and there, you can. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so if I was doing this with the blends, because I'll show you the difference. Okay, so if all you have is blends, where's that stamp? Right there. This will make it easier to show you. Boom, 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 boom. Here, I'll just do another one. Okay, so here's from the illustrators. There's the lightest, that's the number 2. And then this is number 1. So you can see how light that is. With the blends, there's your dark. No, that's your light. And that's your dark. So it's very dark. So what I would do for that with the blends is it's a tip to tip. So you take your blender, take your ink right off the tip, and you're going to get a much lighter. So then you can go in and do some shading. Sometimes you have to like wipe a little bit off. But you see what I'm saying? Because if you were going to go direct, you'd be getting like a very dark line, and then you have to work harder to try and blend it out. See what I'm saying? Where that you're going to get your shadow. It takes a little, you know, a little longer, but that's your get around. Okay, so this is the one ice gray. This is the little darker one. So I'm just going to very lightly go around just in certain areas. Just certain shadows with the darker one. Under the hat. And under his thigh. I'll be nice. Okay. And a little bit in his ear. And there. Okay, so now I can take the light one and I'm going to blend that out a little bit where the darker one was, and then come back in with this light, and I can get it, because it is very light, I can get it very light. And you could do the same thing if you wanted him blue. So I can shade a little bit into his face there. I'm going to shade his hat. So I just come in from the sides and that little ball. Forgot all up in here. And then this part in his scarf is going to be also white. So I'm going to bring that gray in just from the edges. And then here. And around his scarf. And just with like a very light touch. And then I'm going to come back with the blender. Is this the dry one? No wonder. So you just want to like smooth it out a little bit. This one's getting dry too. Okay, so then I'm going to take, is that what I want? No, yes. Okay. So this is Waterfall, it's called. So I'm going to bring that in from the edges. So that's going to give it like its rounded look. And then on his little hat, okay, the next color in, so this would be like BT3, this is BT2. So I'm going over that color and pulling it in, or bringing it out a little bit more. Oops, I forgot his hat. Okay, and then BT1, and I just need a sip of water. Okay, then I'm gonna, with the BT1, go over everything and blend it all together. And then his hat. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do is take a darker gray. So we'll try Ice Gray 7. And I'm going to go over his ice skates. And then I'm going to go over his nose, and just pay attention to what a difference this makes. Okay, dry. Let's see. And even if you totally went over the white in his nose, you can take, this is Posca, but well, we used to sell these. I forget what brand it was. Oh, Signo, Uniball. But there's all kinds of them out there. And then just put that back in there. Okay. So he's done. So now we're going to take this. So to glue it together, hi Connie, hi Christine, Gina. So we're going to put the glue. It's kind of easier to go around this. And you don't really have to worry about the snowflakes. They're not really going anywhere. Okay, and before it dries, you want to just adjust them a little bit. So if his skates get covered a little bit, that's fine. Now, you could raise it up if you wanted. I didn't. I just mounted him to a piece of black. And then we're going to put them on the card. Okay, and then we're going to bring these back, pick the right ones. Little. So I'm going to put one there, one there. Oops. Wonder how many others are still. And yeah, one there. Oh, I never put a saying on this one. You know what? I'm going to leave them without a saying, because you can use it for anything. It's just a winter card. Yeah, that's the ticket. It's just a winter card. And you could stamp. I didn't on any of these yet, but you can take a couple snowflakes and, you know, stamp on the inside and stamp an envelope to match. So let's get rid of all this, and I'll bring everything back. Oh, what a mess we make. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. You remember when this was like sliding all over the place? So this stuff, and I think I might have mentioned it, it's called, am I reading it backwards? It's called Diesem.com, non-slip solutions. What happened was when I lost, you know, using my right arm, and I had no strength in my hands. So this was one of the things that they gave me, like a smaller piece. I bought a whole roll of it though, to like open jars, and because it's very sticky. And when it starts to not get sticky, you just put it under the water and let it dry, and it'll get sticky again. So if you're working in the kitchen, anybody that has like bad hands and your bowl is slipping and you can't hold on, if you use this, it steadies it so your bowl or whatever you're doing won't slide away. So I just cut a piece of it and put it under that mat, and now it's not slipping. So yeah, physical therapists. Okay, so there's that one, and I guess we can bring that one out too. And that, and that. Am I missing one? Oh, I'm missing the one that if you want me to do another time, I will. That's Joseph's coat. I do have it somewhere on another video. I did do that. So that's the cards for tonight. And I hope you enjoyed and learned something and had some fun. And if I didn't say hello to you, I'm sorry. Fatima, I got your package yesterday. Thank you. And her card. Look at the card Fatima made. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah. So I'll be back again on Wednesday with, you know, my motto. I don't know what. It'll be something. If you have, you know, something you want to see, a technique, just drop me a little message. Yeah, you like them? I love this. As soon as I saw that, I had to have that set. Had to have it. Love it. So, yeah, so I'll see everybody on Wednesday. I'll have new nails on and something to do. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Good night.